In Ilfracombe, a seaside resort town on the southwest coast of England, surveillance video captures a group of neighborhood children playing in the surf along the pier's slipway. When suddenly, a rogue wave crashes on the ramp, knocking a girl between the railings. While she tries to hold on to the edge, the waves and current are too strong and quickly overwhelm the girl. Her two friends watch helplessly as the intense waves pull her further and further away from land, and any chances of a rescue begin slipping away by the second. Neighbors are alerted and rush to see the harrowing scene as their friends motion for the girl to swim, but she can't overcome the high tide. Seeing the girl is still possibly reachable, a neighbor rushes to the end of the pier and into dangerous waters in an attempt to grab her. Thankfully, there's a small lull in the wave break, and he's able to put her on his shoulders and bring her to safety, where she is treated for minor injuries and taken home. While the video is a reminder of the power of the sea, it's also proof that not all lifesavers are lifeguards. Sometimes they can be quick-thinking neighbors. When your neighbor is Niagara Falls, water is your world. But nothing prepares local tow truck driver Joe Vieira for a stretch of unusual weather that hits his hometown.
The neighborhood that I live in is mixed with some rural and some suburban areas. Recently, we'd had a lot of rainfall in my area and then flash freezing, so it made the whole surrounding area basically just one giant swamp, if you will.
One day, Joe arrives at a neighbor's farm for a tow job, but it's not what he expects. The farmer's elderly Clydesdale, named Jackson, is stuck in the freezing mud. And if they can't free him soon, neighbors fear he might not make it.
I was in shock. I've never had to save a live animal before.
Hang in there, Jackson. We're gonna get you out.
We're estimating that around 3 a.m., 3:30, he became stuck in this muddy soup ice mixture. And with trying to extricate himself, he became exhausted. He was stuck there and shivering for 5-6 hours.
Come on, Jackson.
The neighbors are all exhausted from trying to help.
Joe needs to find a way to extract the 1,800-pound horse without harming it, and he needs to move fast before it succumbs to the elements.
The horse is obviously flesh, bones, has blood. I didn't want to damage it. You can't just hook it up like you would a truck to a hook. The horse is shaking. Its gums were blue. Its eyes were closing. There is the possibility this horse may pass away right in front of us.
Joe calls in a buggy that can maneuver in the muddy terrain, and he figures out what he hopes is a safe way to attach a rope to Jackson in the hopes that they can try to pull him free.
We devised a system with a soft rope to put it around the lower limbs of the animal.
It's an agonizing and slow process, and after hours of work, they managed to heave the almost 1-ton horse out of the mud and upright. The neighbors breathe a collective sigh of relief.
What a good boy. That was scary, eh?
Oh, for the love of God, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
You are going to get a huge hug.
Oh, okay.
When you're done.
It's a hard thing to describe when you save a living, breathing life like that. It's just a real good, happy feeling.
According to Joe, this battle against the elements has a happy ending, and Jackson is thriving and healthy on the farm.
It feels really good just to help my neighbors. At the end of the rescue, the owner came up to me and she says, "What do I owe you?" And I said, "You don't owe me anything." She actually shed a tear, and then she gave me the biggest hug I've ever had in my life. But I got paid in a hug, and really that's all anybody could ask for.
It's a sunny day in Fort Myers, Florida, when a young boy runs into his front yard to play with his dog. These two are inseparable. A bond formed when 4-year-old Nico was given a German Shepherd puppy a year earlier and named him Tank.
Hello, Pinky.
One day, Nico decides to take Tank out into the front yard for his favorite game of fetch. Suddenly, the neighbor's dog gets loose and darts straight for Nico. When Tank sees his best friend in danger, his instincts kick in. He knocks Nico out of the way for protection. With Nico safe, Tank defends his friend until the neighbor can get his dog under control. Nico's mom hears the screams and runs out, and the neighbor's dog is taken back into the house.
Baby, okay?
Fortunately, Nico and Tank don't suffer any injuries. After the incident, the neighbor vows to keep his dog on a leash when outside, and Tank becomes not only Nico's best friend, but also his neighborhood protector.
There was a big issue in my city going on where these bikes were getting stolen.
A concerned Good Samaritan, who we'll call Sam, wishes to remain anonymous for his safety. But he's watched many bikes being stolen from his neighborhood for years, and no one doing anything about it.
I was kind of just sick of seeing it happen. I was sick of seeing people get away with it. The police weren't really doing too much about it.
So Sam gets an idea, and with a sidekick, they set their wheels in motion.
Me and my neighbor thought that we would try to stop this theft by going out and looking for these bikes that had been stolen and trying to recover them ourselves.
Sam and the neighbor browse stolen bike postings online. Then the duo prowl the neighborhood, sometimes for hours, hoping to spot one. In one evening, while Sam is out patrolling alone, he does.
So when I saw these guys ride by, I had a huge adrenaline rush, of course.
The neighbor, Sam's sidekick, is at home.
If I confirm that's the bike, you gotta call the cops, all right? And I'm gonna tell you where I am.
But Sam is able to patch into him through his helmet phone and let him know this is not a drill.
It's the bike, it's the bike.
There were a ton of identifications on this bike telling me that it was the stolen bike. And I'm a little nervous because I'm not sure who is on these bikes. There's more than one of them. Maybe they have a weapon.
Where'd you get that bike? Cops are on the way, man. I know that bike's stolen. Just leave it there and go. It's your best bet.
Sam advises the rider to surrender the bike to him, but instead, they pull over. Sam gives his coordinates to the neighbor.
Get the cops here right now. I'm at the taco truck by that Home Depot.
And tells him to have the police meet him there. But as they wait, the neighbor calls back with bad news.
Call right now. Get him here, all right? We're talking right now.
I called, they said they're not coming.
What do you mean they're not coming? I got the bike.
This Good Samaritan is now the Lone Samaritan.
I didn't want to approach the situation alone. I just wanted to let the police know where these people were so they could apprehend them themselves.
One of the riders pulls out a phone and hands it to Sam.
The rider on the stolen bike ended up pulling out his phone and calling the person who had stolen the bike in the first place, the original thief.
Sam gets on with the thief who stole the bike.
I already talked to Levi, and I have to return the bike tomorrow.
Well, look, man, I got the bike right now, and I have the key. I can take it for Levi, man.
Levi is the bike's owner. And now that the thief knows he's been caught, he wants to return the bike back to Levi personally and apologize. Or so he claims.
But I'm taking this bike with me. The cops are on their way.
No, you can't return that bike.
But Sam insists on bringing the bike back himself and is not backing down.
I don't care, man. This bike's stolen. It's coming with me.
Sam believes if he lets them take the bike back, neither he or the owner will ever see it again.
We know your name. We know your address and everything, bro. I would take off if I were you.
I don't give no.
All right, man. Did you buy this bike or did he give it to you? Because you should get your money back if you bought it.
The thief may not care, but the two riders do. They talk to the thief on the phone and soon hand the keys over to Sam.
I don't want you guys to get, if you didn't steal it, I don't want you in trouble, all right? So you guys can go, because we already have the name of the guy.
The two people on the bikes decided to go their own way and leave the bike with me.
All right, you guys be safe, all right? I'm sorry you got mixed up in this, all right? If you didn't steal the bike, that's all right, but I'm taking it.
Thank you. We will take care of the guy.
Okay.
I ended up getting a $500 reward for getting the bike back. Later on, this footage was used in court, and the thief was charged with many counts of vehicle theft.
But putting a neighborhood criminal behind bars comes with a price.
So I am a little worried of what may be done to me by the thief or his acquaintances if they find out my true identity.
This neighborhood Good Samaritan is happy to remain anonymous. And as long as Milwaukee thieves continue stealing bikes, the Good Samaritan and his sidekick neighbor will keep taking them back.
Hell yeah, man.
Now to Toronto, Canada, where a man is doing the dishes when his attention is drawn to neighbors in another building.
Yo, they're looking for their cat.
A ginger tomcat has strayed onto a neighboring balcony and is now stuck.
No. No. Yo. What the f is he doing?
From 6 floors up, a man in a high-rise can't believe what he's seeing. His neighbor opposite is risking his own life to rescue his cat. One misstep, and he could plunge 80 feet to his death. Now for the return. If the cat struggles, they could both be unbalanced. Thankfully, the cat is placid, and miraculously, this neighbor's reckless and ill-advised rescue effort doesn't end in disaster.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
Hi.
Even in this age of cameras, door-to-door scams are common.
Oh, yeah, I'm not interested.
But for Gene Ebert, it all starts with a phone call. One winter afternoon, this retired 911 operator gets an unusual call at home asking for help.
And it's a guy on there crying, saying that he's been in an accident and that he's my grandson, and now he was in a jail in New Jersey someplace.
But instead of taking the bait, this veteran essential worker lays a trap of her own to stop the scammer from targeting her neighbors.
And the last thing I said to him before I hung up was, I'll handle this. And I think that's kind of what hooked the guy into thinking that I was really falling for the scam.
A common swindle. This man is trying to convince Jean that her grandson is in trouble and needs her money to help him out of a jam.
Next thing I know, they're calling me back. He asked me if I could handle $8,000 worth of bail. So then I called the police and they sent 2 officers over.
When the officers arrive, they hatch a plan with Jean to catch the scammer.
Guy is still calling, and then he says to me, I just so happen to have somebody 10 minutes away. And then the cops told me what to do. And within 5 minutes, the guy's walking up to my door asking me for the envelope with the cash in it.
Nervous to meet the potential thief, Jean follows the officer's instructions to the letter as soon as the scammer knocks on her door.
Hello?
Hi. I wanted the envelope to look legit, so I folded up a bunch of paper towels, put it inside the envelope.
Paper, right? Okay. Have a good one.
Okay. He just took it, he turned around, went down 2 steps, and then he was in custody.
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, guess what? Anybody want to talk to the guy on the phone? I'm still here, and he has the envelope. I guess he realized what happened.
My neighbors across the street were like, holy smokes, what the heck's going on over there?
The suspect is arrested and charged with attempted grand larceny and is currently out on bail awaiting trial. Word of Jean's heroics quickly spreads around the neighborhood and even beyond.
All of a sudden, everybody in Seaford, especially people I know, what happened, what happened? So I heard from a lot of my neighbors. I heard from my grandkids' friends.
In fact, her neighbors are hoping she comes out of retirement.
People are sending me messages, can you go on patrol at night and look for the thieves? I'm like, I don't think so.
So it just goes to show. Anyone can be a neighborhood hero.
I stayed calm, I played his game, and apparently he thought I was falling for him, but he fell for me.
Oshawa, Ottawa. 42-year-old Shane McCauley waits outside his home for a shipment of wood from his neighborhood lumber store. He and his wife Jocelyn are building a new backyard deck for his family and neighbors to enjoy. But an unforeseen delay is going to set them back. A warning to our viewers, the following video might be unsettling for some to watch. As the delivery driver arrives, Shane suddenly starts to feel his body convulse, and he's unsure what is happening. Shane collapses, hitting his head on a pile of wood and knocking himself unconscious. Quickly noticing Shane in distress, the lumber truck driver jumps into action.
Shane?
The driver alerts Shane's neighbors, who make an urgent call for help.
911 right now. Hey, Shane. It's okay, but it's okay. It's all right. Shane?
Ambulance, please. I had a person at a job center state, the homeowner. I think he might be having a seizure.
As Shane lays unconscious, his neighbor thoughtfully places a pillow under his head to protect it from the front walk and the pile of lumber if he begins convulsing again.
Is he breathing?
Yeah.
Yes, he's breathing.
Before the medics arrive, Shane regains consciousness.
Just keep your head down. I think we might have hit his head.
5 minutes later, the medics arrive and take him to the hospital. Shane's doctors believe the cause of the seizure is due to exhaustion and anxiety. Grateful for his neighbor's quick thinking, Shane suffers significant bruising to the right side of the face and is released from the hospital the same day. He and his wife finish the deck over the coming weeks, and it soon becomes the perfect hangout for him and his guardian angel neighbors.
911 right now.